A detailed summary of A Heart That Works by Rob Delaney. Rob Delaney's memoir is a powerful and moving account of his life, including his struggles with addiction, his experiences as a father, and his wife's battle with cancer. Throughout the book, Delaney writes with humor and vulnerability, offering readers an intimate glimpse into his world and the challenges he has faced. The book is divided into several sections, each of which explores a different period in Delaney's life. In the opening chapter, he describes his childhood growing up in a large, Catholic family in Massachusetts. He writes about his parents' divorce, his complicated relationship with his stepfather, and his own struggles with depression and anxiety. Delaney also shares anecdotes about his family, including his brothers and sisters, who he describes as some of the funniest, smartest, and most talented people I know. As Delaney grows up, he becomes increasingly aware of his own struggles with addiction. He describes experimenting with drugs and alcohol as a teenager, and how his substance abuse escalated as he got older. He writes candidly about his experiences with drugs, including heroin and crack cocaine, and the ways in which they impacted his life. Delaney's addiction eventually reaches a breaking point, and he decides to seek help. He writes about his experience in rehab, the challenges he faced, and the support he received from his family and friends. Delaney's journey to sobriety is a major theme throughout the book, and he writes with honesty and insight about the ongoing struggles and triumphs of recovery. In addition to his own struggles with addiction, Delaney writes about his wife's battle with cancer. He describes the shock of her diagnosis, the difficult decisions they faced, and the ways in which their family coped with the illness. Delaney writes movingly about the emotional toll that his wife's cancer took on him and his family, and the ways in which they found strength and resilience in the face of adversity. One of the most powerful sections of the book is Delaney's account of the loss of his young son to cancer. He writes with heartbreaking detail about his grief and the ways in which he and his family tried to cope with the tragedy. Delaney's writing is raw and powerful, and he offers readers an intimate glimpse into the pain and heartbreak of losing a child. Throughout the book, Delaney's writing is characterized by a combination of humor, warmth, and vulnerability. He writes openly about his flaws and mistakes, as well as his moments of triumph and joy. Delaney's sense of humor is particularly evident in his descriptions of his family and friends, and his irreverent style adds a sense of levity to even the most difficult moments. In addition to his personal story, Delaney also writes about his career as a comedian and writer. He describes his early years performing stand-up comedy in New York, his success on Twitter, and his eventual move to Los Angeles. Delaney writes candidly about the ups and downs of his career, including his struggles to balance work and family, and the ways in which he has found fulfillment in his creative pursuits. Overall, A Heart That Works is a deeply personal and emotional memoir that offers a candid look at one man's life and the challenges he faced along the way. Delaney's writing is honest, funny, and moving, and his story is a testament to the power of love, resilience, and hope.